Hi, my name is Diane. Diane Nivens with Diane'sOils.com. I'm with doTERRA. I've been selling doTERRA for 4 years. I've been involved in oils forever. Oh my gosh, 25 years ago I used to deal with melaleuca. So I've always been a believer in oils, and I know the power of the oils and what they can do. So I love doTERRA, that it has such a variety and has been around for going on 9 years. And their standards for quality are just incredible. That is why I'm with doTERRA. They are the one oil company based in America that does business in China and Japan. And they hold their oils in very high esteem and have very strict testing for any product to be allowed into their country. So that right there says a lot. But they do run 6 different tests on each batch of oil. They only go where they grow originally, so that they are the most potent as possible. And they only work with people and farms who will grow them without any pesticides or any harmful products. They have to be pure. So they're very high quality, and I love the 6 founders are just amazing. They knew if they could regulate it, the oils would be absolutely phenomenal, and they have shot it out of the park. They really have. I love doTERRA, and I think they are the reason that essential oils are just everywhere right now. I just want to do a short little chat today. Oils, each oil can do so many different things, and it's a lifelong process learning about the oils. The application for them is really easy, topical, on your skin. If you need to dilute it, only dilute it with oil. Don't dilute it with water. That does not work. Oil and water don't do well together, so it will push it in deeper. So use oil, any kind of oil, even if you have just olive oil, vegetable oil, coconut oil. We have a fractionated coconut oil that I have on hand, and I was so glad because I did that one time with oregano. Another story. Anyway, you want to use it topically, aromatic. You can use it. They have a lot of jewelry that you can put it on, the jewelry, and you can smell it. You also can use it in diffusers, and you can also take it internally, especially lemon and lime in water is my favorite. You can also use orange and orange juice, lemon and lemon juice. It just adds such a pop of flavor to anything. You can cook with them, anything. But it's such a process, and take it in small chunks because it is a lifelong process, and it is something that I will be doing for the rest of my life. And my memory is not as good as it used to be, but I have the tools, and I know where to find the information. Like I said, every oil does so many different things. It's just too much for me to remember. I'm really glad that the 6 founders, they have the information and the know-how and the forethought to hire the people who can figure things out and do things, because if it were up to me, I would not be able to do all of this. So I really love that they have put this together for us and that it can benefit all of us. So one of the things about the oils is I love to create different things for other people, especially gifts, even men. Yeah, even men. I have made aftershaves for men. I have made cologne, depending on what the person that I'm working with, depending on their taste in aromatic flavors. I found a lot of them really enjoyed like apricot and a little bit of woodsy with citrus. So like the apricot, lemon, orange, blended with different wood flavors. Cedar wood, white pine, white fir. I mean, just the different, plus Melaleuca, especially for the aftershaves, depending on what you're making and who it's for. You can create what you want that will help that person and will be something that you know they will like. I had so much fun with this for Christmas. The men loved that. They just loved it. With a little bit of peppermint, it stung just a little bit to tantalize their skin, because they're used to that in the regular world because of all the other stuff that the companies put in their product. So it was really neat. It's educational, and you can Google anything. Diane's Oils. I'm on Pinterest. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Twitter. Google, just everywhere. So Diane's Oils. You will find a bunch of information, and also if you would like, you can text me. I can give you some information for a free website or app for your phone that you can use that has information available to you. You can look up different oils, you can look up different ailments, and you can even look up different recipes for anything from skincare, facial stuff, sugar scrubs, or recipes for food. Tons of stuff you can do with oil. I just love the variety. I love oils. One of the difficult things is reusing the bottles. The bottles can cost a lot of money, so you want to reuse them. I found there are a lot of different bottles you can buy. There are a lot of different products. I have found not Google. I have found Amazon. Amazon really carries a wide variety of items to go with oils, and a lot of them can be very reasonable, especially diffusers, because diffusers can run you a lot of money, or you can go to Amazon and you can get them for $20, $25. So, I'm sorry, I love my company, but diffusers and roll-on bottles and different oil bottles, and even my new favorite item that I'm going to show you, you can get them cheaper on Amazon. Sorry. However, I would not get my oils from Amazon. I don't even care if they're doTERRA oils. I would get my doTERRA oils from a doTERRA independent product consultant or wellness advocate. You just want to make sure that they are unopened and that they are as doTERRA has packaged them. You don't want to get the oils that are redone, or you don't want to buy samples. Samples are for you to give to people so that they can sample the oil. If it's opened, you're not really sure what's in it. You might as well buy it from the store, because that's most of the oils. Our country doesn't regulate it, so you don't really know what's in it. They can say 100%, but it could be 100% oil and 5% rose oil, and they can call it 100% rose oil. So you just never know. You never know. Like I said, number one thing with oils, quality. Quality. But in reusing the bottles, that's what I'm going to focus on right now. Reusing the bottles, what to use. I have used scissors, especially, let me get down here, especially with the sample bottles. These little sample bottles are really difficult, and I have found to reuse them, I have used my fingernail to try to get underneath this little thing, under this little reservoir. I have taken scissors to it. I have used so many different things, and basically it just ruins this little reservoir thing. So then you can't reuse it. So the sample bottles are the ones that I have found most difficult. Any of these other bottles you can do. Here's a roll-on. It has the little roll-on ball, which is very cool. I love roll-ons, and they even have some that have steel balls now. And there's this part right here where it separates. Now, I have always just put something in there, popped it up, and when I put it back in, I've always just pressed on the ball. Well, sometimes when you press on the ball, underneath there are just the prongs that's holding it in, and if you press on that and push down, it could harm the part that is keeping the ball in, and if it loosens it, it will in effect have oil coming out much quicker than it is intended, and you will go through the oil much faster, and it'll be very wasteful. So I started looking for something, and on my favorite little website, Amazon, I found a few different things. Now, these are called essential oil openers. They also have one that's very popular that's a metal rectangle shaped one. And I tried to find this one. I had bought it, and I can't find it on Amazon right now. I don't know if they ran out and they will come back. I'm not sure. So the rectangle ones are everywhere and in different styles. This was the first one I bought. This one is plastic, very cheap. It's like you can find it for like $6 to $8, depending on if you're a Prime member or not, which I am, so I'm going by the Prime member price. But I got this one in the mail. I didn't even know how to use it. I'm like, what the heck? It's got a few holes. It's got a couple sides that are cut. I'm like, I could figure out the sides. Okay, so this little side is for the little bottles. And even the sample bottles, which is really cool. I love the fact that in the sample bottle, you take this little side piece, because it has a ridge on it, and you just put that ridge in between, and it pops up. It pops up the little reservoir thingy. See, it's a little tough, even with this. See, it pops it up right there, and then you just pull, poop, and it comes up. That's amazing. Check that out. It just popped it right up, and it's completely intact. It's not even bent. That is so cool. So then you can refill your oil, and you just put it back in. I've always just pressed, right? I've always just put my thumb and pressed. It's not that hard, right? Well, if you want to be really careful, there's a little hole here that fits this perfectly. So you just line it up with that hole, and you use that to press it. That way it presses it on evenly, and it keeps this little plastic reservoir so perfect. When I found this, I was like, whoa, amazing. This little tool is the coolest. So on these minis, that is so sweet, because I could go through these, and I always carry so many of these that I could go through those lids like crazy, and you can't buy the lids without buying the bottles. So what the heck? Okay, the other one that really shocked me was the roll-on, right? The roll-on bottle, especially when I got to thinking about if you push on the bottle, the roll-on part, and it pushes down, it's going to ruin that. So you take the larger size of the cutout, and you put it in there, and it just pops it up. Look at that. It just pops it right open. It's so cool. So that way you can like refill your husband's aftershave or refill your boyfriend's cologne. Now, the very cool thing, these holes, who knew? These holes are for putting stuff back on. It fits right over top of there, see? Right over the top. So you're actually pushing on the outer edge. And you just push both sides straight down, and it pops it right in. Check that out. Oh my gosh. When I found this tool, it was like the coolest thing. Sorry, I have to put some oil on. That was the coolest thing. So sweet. Now, this one is really lightweight. It's plastic, but it works, and it's cheap. So You could put it on anything, keys, a bag that you carry your oils in, and it's lightweight. Take it with you, right? Now for me, I don't know, my hands are a little big. This is really small for me, so it was not real comfortable. So I went on and found another one, and I wanted to try one that was metal. The rectangle ones, they're a little longer. They're about that big, and they just seemed really big and bulky to me. And I found these that come in 3 different colors, and they look like an apple. I love them. So I thought, okay, ordered these. This is my favorite new tool, this thing. It fits in my hands better. It's a heavier consistency. It's much stronger. I can press and it doesn't bend at all. It still has the small roller ball, the small little reservoir, and the larger roller ball, and it has the small opener and the larger opener. They're all just fairly basic. I mean, there's only so many 15 milliliter bottles. So let's see, let's try it again. On the one that's the most difficult, the small sample bottle. Oh, lavender, oh my God. God, I love oils. I just love them. Okay, so you just put this little gadget, see that? Right in there. You put it between. Now it's metal, so it's a little stronger. It fits right in there. And you just twist it a little bit, and it pops right up. Boop. So it's off. So you use that, put drops in, you fill it back up. You know, it's really easy for me just to push my thumb because these are so small that you just push your thumb and it pretty much gets on there. But if you wanted, and you wanted to be more secure, you want to make sure it pressed down on all edges at the same time, you just push that, you center it, push it down, boop. It's that easy. Oh my gosh. Now some people were telling me that one time at convention, this one lady did a trick. She just opened it up a little bit and pulled, and then it pulled the reservoir lid off, because these are really hard to get off without hurting the edges, which I guess if you kind of screw it a little bit and then pull it, I guess that would work. But I would be concerned about what kind of damage you're doing to the edge of it, because if you damage the edge, you're going to start leaking oil or it will evaporate. And we all know, especially lavender, evaporates really quick because it's a very lightweight, light tone, or note, as they say. Okay, so let's try this one. This one is one of my favorite bottles. This is a very small bottle. This is one I use to put my whisper. This is my perfume bottle. If I want to get creative and create my own little perfume or just put my whisper in it, it's got the small end, like you said. The edge is on the bottom because the edge is going to slide under the plastic top. See? It's going to slide underneath that. So you're going to fit it in there just right so that it can slide under there. And then you just push and pop up. It's so cool. This one has a little metal steel ball. So you can see underneath, it just has those plastic, probably little plastic pieces underneath the steel ball that's holding that in. So if you push really hard on the steel ball, you could damage those plastic pieces underneath. And if you do that, well, the oil is going to come out much quicker, and it could possibly even evaporate while it's in the bottle quicker. Now, it's got 2 holes that don't have the edges on it, but it's got the edging. This particular one has the edging, a small on one side and the larger on the other, and then the 2 holes for the roller balls that are just plain holes that you put over so that it's on the bottom edge of the roller ball and you just press it down. It's so easy. So easy you almost don't even realize you did it. With no pressure at all on the ball. I'm telling you. Is that amazing or what? I'm telling you. And I had no clue because it didn't come with directions. So I just had to play with this and figure out what the heck. Awesome. Awesome. I love this tool. Now, of course, you can use it on the regular size. So I have all kinds of oils on my hands. Just a minute. Let me get some of my oils off my hands because I don't want to contaminate the oils and combine them. So let's see. Okay, now this is a regular size. Yay, here we go. Regular size. So we're going to use the larger size. Still, though, you want to make sure the ridge is at the bottom so that you slide it underneath. You get it on there, and then you just pop it up. So cool. Oh, my God. That is the most fabulous little invention ever. Fabulous. Push it down. Boop. Voila. This is the coolest gadget ever. Okay. So. This is so sweet. I love my oils. I love my oils. This one is my new favorite tool. And it has been for probably 6-8 months now. I do like this one because it's lightweight. You can take it anywhere. And you can even have it on your keys because it just weighs nothing. But I don't use this one as often. This one I keep with my oils in my bathroom, and I use this all the time. It's very cool. The larger side is to get that plastic piece off. The regular 15 milliliters or 30 milliliters. The smaller one is for the little 5 milliliters or the sample bottles. And then you've got the small hole and the large hole for pushing them back on. And I mean, that's for the pushing the roller balls back on. And then you have the smaller hole that has a ridge on it. One side is for the larger ends and one side is for the smaller ones. Just very cool. I love these. Like I said, the more popular one seems to be the rectangle one. Go to Amazon, check it out. Amazon has tons of stuff. Tons of stuff. It's so fun. So if you have any questions, you can call me or text me, 619-729-5589. You can hit me up at my Facebook page, Diane Nivens, or my Diane's Oils Facebook page. That's probably easier because there's probably a lot of Diane Nivens. So DIANESOILS, Diane's Oils. I'm on Facebook. You can look me up anywhere. My website is just dianesoils.com, and you can go to my doTERRA website, and you can contact me from there as well. I love these. If you have any questions, text me, hit me up. This was a fun one. I hope you learned something. And if you need anything, holler. Till next time. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.